Hello, so I've spent the last week in Scotland sunbathing at the Ninefold Rum Distillery. No, genuinely, I have. Look, tan lines. I had the absolute privilege of working alongside Kit Carruthers, the one-man show at the beautiful Ninefold Rum Distillery in Dumfries and Galloway. Nestled on the dormant estate, I promise you it is utterly beautiful. And it gave me a whole new appreciation for Ninefold rum. Smelling the wash as it was being fermented, low wines as they were being stripped by the pot still, and the hearts of the spirit run. It was mind-bogglingly delicious. I shadowed Kit for a whole week watching every step of the process, right up until the last night where we were in his warehouse tasting and dissecting different casks that he's laid down. What a privilege and what an eye-opener. One of the exciting things about what Kit's up to is that he's actually part of a small group of individuals in Scotland that are producing real quality rum, striving for quality production and transparency. Scotland has always been synonymous with quality distillation, but this is new and exciting, and these producers are keen to make sure that the production processes and the rules of rum are being adhered to. The current issue, of course, is that not everyone is sticking to the rules. For example, there are self-proclaimed rum producers making their spirit from sugar and/or then flavouring it, both of which you can't do. That is not how to make rum. If you're confused and want to know more, then watch this video. The issue is not that there are no rules, it's more about misinterpretation of the rules and lack of regulation. But let's not get bogged down with that. Let's have a taste of 4 of the biggest names in Scottish rum production. These guys are all making their rum properly and are at the forefront for a possible movement towards a GI for Scottish rum, or at least an accreditation or an association for Scottish rum producers. So first up, let's taste Kit's Ninefold rum. Wow, I will be able to pull this out in a blind tasting. Forever will I be emotionally involved with this liquid. Wow. This rum will, to a lot of people, come across quite light and quite delicate. There's a lot going on. You just have to sort of scratch beneath the surface. It's all too easy to describe this as cream soda. Think vanilla ice cream. You do get these delicate esters coming off the top. Think foam banana in particular, banana bread, and there's this subtle maltiness as well on it. Not only is this some of the softest unaged rum I've ever tasted, it's so rich on the palate, and just on the finish, you get this molassesy note, this sort of slight licoricey aniseed note. Beautiful. Right, second up, let's taste Colin's new release from the Gow Distillery in Orkney. This is a new release, the Gow Revenge. So this has spent 3 years maturing in oak casks, some of it in virgin casks and some of it in ex-bourbon casks. They do note on the back of it that it's a blend of 2 different marks that they produce. The HD mark and the DS mark. Let's have a taste. I can't lie, I was drinking this last night. So I'm not comparing these rums to each other, I'm just looking at them in isolation. This one is clearly aged and the first one was unaged. We've got a totally different beast here. Much heavier on the nose, there's a bit of funk going on, much more rummy, much more traditional rum flavour. Does that mean anything? Does that make any sense? Wonderful. The oak casks have added quite a lot in a short space of time, but the strength of this rum for me is in the distillate and what he's producing off the stills. The flavours that are coming off are fantastic, getting all sorts of peach all the way through to rhubarb, pineapple. So all the aroma but without the sweetness. On the palate it's relatively dry. This is a rum for a rum lover. This shows that it's not just a whole new category emerging, but actually these guys can produce rum up with the best of them. Exciting stuff. That's a 3-year-old. I'm sipping it. I love it. Right, third rum, Ross Bradley's Sugar House rum. Double distilled on a copper pot after a week-long fermentation. What you got? Ooh, lots coming off the nose already. I'm so excited by some of these distillates that they're producing. Liquid straight off their stills, really exciting. Quite a lot of cream soda going on, but it's got a heavier molassesy note to it. There's real complexity to this. Wow, very different to the Ninefold. This is cracking liquid. I really don't know what to say. There is just so much going on. This is not just some guy that's got some molasses and thrown some yeast in it and put it through a pot still. It tastes like this has been controlled. He's specifically chosen to go down this route to create these beautiful flavors. This is awesome. And again, it's all mouthfeel, so soft. Less cream soda and more vanilla sponge. Oh, buttered cream. Just smells and tastes like a birthday party. So last but not least, Liv Rum. This is brought to you by the guys from Matuga. Super excited about this one. This is 57.5% alcohol. Ninefold was 40%, Gow Revenge was 43, and Sugar House was 43 as well. Okay, here we go. So this is Jason and Paul at the Matuga Distillery in Livingston, just outside of Edinburgh. They've got a really crazy production process going on. Got a number of different Hoga stills, think bigger alembic stills. And they are doing a really long fermentation process, playing around with dunder and live yeasts and trying to cultivate their own yeasts with it. And it has resulted in the wackiest rum I have tasted today. Definitely the wackiest rum I've tasted in a long time. This is wild. It's grassy, it's tropical. You would be forgiven for thinking this was an agricole. It reminds me of Clorenne. Oh, flippin' heck. Okay, it's a very different beast to the previous three. Wow, this is wild. What's exciting about this liquid here is that it shows the diversity within the rum category. It shows you that it's not just about distillation, it's absolutely about fermentation as well, and what the yeast is doing to and with the molasses. Wacky. You need to get some of all of these and give them a taste. These four rums, for me, demonstrate the diversity and the passion within this new emerging rum market. And it just goes to show that you don't need to break the rules to come up with something interesting and exciting and tasty and delicious. I genuinely can't wait to see where these producers go in the future and who's going to join them on this journey of British rum, Scottish rum, quality rum production made within the rules. So I've put a link in the description of the video where you can buy these rums and find out more about them. These are all small producers doing high quality work, deserve our support. So that's why I'm doing this video, not because they're sponsoring me. Also look out for the Scottish Rum Festival that's coming up. That's on the 16th and the 17th of July. Tickets are available and you can meet the makers, ask them questions and learn more about the whole movement of Scottish rum. But for now, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and I will see you next week for more drinks banter. Bye.